Hey, how's it going, guys? This is Chino from Team Berserker, and I'm gonna be doing a deck profile on Archfiends. Alright, let's get started. So, I run 3 Archfiend Harris. What he does is, whenever he's sent, for whatever reason, to the graveyard, from deck or field or hand to the graveyard, you get to search for any Archfiend card, including magic, traps, monsters, whatever you need. Then, I run only 1 Torgat because, of course, you can only run 1 for now. But he's a search card, and what I use for him, I'll use him to search for Archfiend Harris. Then, I'm gonna go ahead and run 2 Archfiend Cavalries. What he does is, pretty much, if he's destroyed by a card effect, you get to special summon any Archfiend from your graveyard onto the field, but he can't attack for this turn, which is okay. Then, I run 2 Masked Chameleons. As long as I don't control level 5 or higher, I get to special summon a little defense of 0 from my graveyard back onto the field in defense positions with its effect negated, meaning I can bring back Archfiend Cavalry, or I can use it to bring back Harris back to the field for whatever I need to do. Either go for like a tune of an 8 or overlay, or tune for 7 for whatever reason. That's what he's used for. Next, we run 3 Archfiend Commanders. Now, I've seen many people try to run 2 of them, but I mean, the way I run the deck, I like him at 3. You know, he's pretty useful, you know, because if you special summon this guy, along with the Harris, let's say, you have to destroy an Archfiend. When he's special summoning, you destroy, you get Archfiend Harris effect. And then on top of that, say if you actually normal summon him, say you have one already in your graveyard, you get to normal by triggering him, you get its effect to search for any Archfiend card, and on top of that, you get to normal special summon a level 6 from your graveyard, so now you actually have 2 of them, so that's pretty good. Next, we run 3 Emperors. Now this guy, you know, he's the ace monster of the deck. So what he does is that he can actually be normal summoned without being tributed, but when he does that, he actually enters the field at half attack and half defense. And then at the end phase, you have to destroy him if he's normal summoned that way. His other effect is that once per turn, I can banish an Archfiend from hand or from my graveyard and destroy a card on my opponent's side of the field. So you can destroy an Archfiend or banish an Archfiend. It even has to be a spell card or a trap card. As long as it has Archfiend in its name, you get to banish it. So that's pretty good too. Next, I run 1 Trance Archfiend. So whenever he's destroyed, I get to return a 1500 or less attack dark monster from a banished area back to my hand. And the reason I run him for is because I actually run 2 Battle Faders, you know? So if you already Battle Fader, he gets destroyed, at least you get to return Battle Fader back to hand. Or because of Emperor's effect, because you banished at Harris, because you don't have any spells or traps, at least you get to return him back to your hand. And also its other effect is you get to discard an Archfiend card, and he gains a 1000 type boost, so it'll be at 25k, so that's pretty good. Next, I run 2 of the field spells, Archfiend Palabyrinth. Now this guy, he's pretty good. He gives 500 attack boost to all your Archfiend cards, actually scratch that, to all your Fiend type monsters. Not to your opponent, that's only for you. So, other than that, what it does too is say, let's see here. Say I have this guy along with this guy. I have this in the field, right? Its effect is I get to target a Fiend type, an Archfiend type, target him, target another Fiend type, banish it. It's going to be banished if you Battle Fader during your opponent's turn. He's going to be banished either way when he leaves the field. So it's pretty good like that. So you target, you banish, and you get to special summon a level 8 from your hand, deck, or graveyard. And then from there you can go on and do a combo of, you know, attacking with 35-35 because it gives a 500 boost, or you can overlay for rank 8, or whatever you like. So it works for anything. You can even work for your 6 plays, let's say. You have this, target, banish, you get to special summon another, overlay, whatever you're down for. So that's pretty good. Next, we run the card that everybody hates when they know they're playing Archfiends. 3 Falling Downs. These are your Snatch Deals. As long as you control an Archfiend card, you activate Falling Down, you get to take control of one of your opponent's monsters and equip it to it. Everybody hates this card, you know, especially if you run 3. So from there you could just use their monsters and attack. That's pretty good. Next we run 2 supply squads. Whenever a monster is destroyed on your side of the field by a monster effect or by battle, you get to draw 1 card. So it kind of sucks because the fact that, you know, say if you have like 4 monsters on your side of the field and they all get destroyed, you can only draw 1 card. But it's okay, at least you get your draw power from that. Next we run 2 Mystical Space Typhoons, you guys know about that. 1 Lightning Vortex, 1 Foolish Burial. Now Foolish Burial is actually used to send your Harris from your deck to the graveyard, and you still get Harris effect because whenever he's sent for whatever reason to the graveyard, you get to search for any Archfiend. Remember, any Archfiend, so it counts for spells, traps, or monsters, as long as it has Archfiend in its name. So that's pretty good. Next, we run 1 Sinister Bushido. What this does is, once per turn, if you were to normal summon a level 5 or higher fiend type monster, you get to do it without tributing it. So as long as you have that card on the field, you get to normal summon your big beater. And remember, its effect is if it's normal summon without tribute, it has to be destroyed at the end phase. But with this card in the field, you normal summon, he's going to stay on the field and he's going to enter with 3,000 attack points. So that's pretty good. Next we run 2 Archfiend Roar. What this does is pretty much you pay 500 and you get to return any Archfiend from your graveyard back to the field. Normally I would do this at the end phase, you know, depending on the situation. At the end phase, if I have Commander or Emperor in my graveyard, at the end phase I will activate Archfiend's Roar, special summon. Let's see here if I can find them. Special summon Cavalry. Then he has to be destroyed at the end phase, and his effect is if he's destroyed by a card effect, which he will be destroyed by a card effect, which Archfiend's Roar, you get to special summon any Archfiend from your graveyard onto the field. So you get a free Emperor on the field, and then you go ahead and you do your next turn and you go off from there. So that's pretty good. Or you can activate this and special summon a Harris, destroy it at the end phase, and you still get your search. So that's pretty good. Next, we run 2 Call of the Haunteds, of course, standard. 2 Fiendish Stain, of course, standard. 2 Mirror Forces, Torrential, Compulse, and 1 Bottomless Trap Hole. So that's it for the main deck. On to the extra deck. We run 1 Zane Mains. Pretty much if he would be destroyed once per battle or once per card effect, I can detach it and I can do it up to twice per turn. But at the end phase, I have to destroy 1 card on the field no matter what. So it can be a little bit bad if your opponent can be a little smart by not leaving any cards on the field, and you will have to destroy 1 of your own cards. But I mean, if you have the right cards on the field, like say Cavalry or something, then you can just special summon a Archfiend card from your graveyard onto the field. So that's pretty good. Next we run 1 Granosaurus. He's just there just because of it, you know, like sometimes your opponent just summons a weak monster, you get to attack, destroy, detach, and burn your opponent for 1,000 damage. Run 1 Dark Rebellion XYZ Dragon, we all know what that does. Cowboy for games. Number 101 to take away opponent's special monsters. Then we're on to the level 6, rank 6, I'm sorry. Pawn name EM7, now he's good, let's say. You could do a pretty cool combo. Say if you have him and you have him on the field, you detach 1, you can return him back to hand. As long as he survives until your next turn, you get to detach him, bring him to hand, normal summon, special summon, effect to destroy, and effect to bring back any of your Archfiends back onto the field. So that's pretty cool. You know, then you got big beaters onto the field, and you get to just wreck your opponent like that. So that's the level 6. Then we got a Gauntlet Launcher, Photon Strike Bouncers, rank 6 right here. Onto the rank 8. I run 2 Felgrams, 1 Heretic, and one of a little promo card we have here, number 52, Lancelot, Dark Knight of the Underworld. So what he does is as long as he has XYZ materials, I can attack your opponent directly for 2k. And when he does that, I get to destroy one of your opponent's monsters on the field. And during either player's turn, when a spell or trap card or monster effect will be activated, I can detach one XYZ material and negate the effect. So that's pretty cool. Then onto the synchros, we run one Black Rose Dragon, one Moonlight Dragon for, you know, all the level 5 or highers, and Thought Ruler Archfiend. I'm pretty sure you guys know what that does. But yeah, that does it, you guys. Thank you for watching. Again, this is Chino from Team Berserker, signing out.